What's up, all you cool kids? This is Daisy of TsunamiRose.net, coming at you live from my craft room here in Las Vegas, Nevada. As I do, you guys, Monday through Friday, bringing you junk journal content and videos. So if that's what you're into, please do subscribe. Give me a little like on this video, and I would appreciate it very, very much. So today I am doing, well, this whole week, I'm doing my Christmas week of stuff that I have to do. The week ago or so, I just wanted to get started on a junk journal, and I just did as much as I could, which was basically cut out the fabrics, cut out the HeatnBond to size, you can see here. I also went ahead and cut out my chipboard pieces, which are made from recycled cereal boxes. I glued them all down, so they are good and ready to go. So this journal, these are going to be single signatures. The journal measures, the cover measures 8.5 tall by 5.5 wide, and the spine is 1 1/4 inch, if I'm not mistaken. I just want to do slightly bigger than an inch, so 1 1/4. Hey Jen, what's up, girl? So I have enough here to make 3 journals, so that is our goal. We'll see how far we get today. But of course, I show y'all every process of what I do here on my channel, so you're always welcome to come back and check on the progress of this project here. So what I need to do is I need to iron the back of my fabric to the shiny part of the HeatnBond. And I am, oh hey Patricia, what's going on? I am using HeatnBond Lite, which is my preferred HeatnBond for my junk journal cover methods. So I'm just making sure there's enough here, almost enough on every side. And then I'm going to go ahead and cover it with this parchment paper here, just so the yucky stuff that's been on my iron for a while. Sometimes I iron over the glue, so I don't really want that to land on my fabric. So I keep this piece of parchment paper between us. I need to go ahead and basically melt the adhesive that is on the HeatnBond, because this is heat activated adhesive basically. Beverly, what's going on? Aren't the pine cones cute? I got this fabric from Joann's. I got a yard of it, or I can't remember which fabric I got 2 yards of. I got 2 yards of some fabric. They were 50% off. The Christmas fabrics at Joann's after Christmas were 50% off, so I made sure, and I got myself probably like 5 yards, so I probably paid like less than $20 for everything, which I thought was very, very good. What is going on, everybody? So with this, you want to make sure to lift your iron and place it where it's got to be. You don't want to move your iron around, because the adhesive is basically liquid and your fabric will slide around on the plastic that the adhesive is on the HeatnBond. So if I'm explaining it correctly, if y'all have any questions, let me know. Dang, Daisy, you don't sound happy to me. Do I? Do I not? I don't know. I'm happy. I had Ben and Jerry's Cherry Garcia. I watched RuPaul's Drag Race episode, the new episode again. Girl, I'm living my life, okay? I'm living my life. Letitia, what's going on, Letitia? I am happy. I'm happy to see everybody, Beverly. Everybody. What's going on, y'all? So you do want to leave your iron on for at least like 30 seconds, just so you get a nice melting of the glue. No more than 30 seconds, because you can singe your fabric. It is possible. You'll just have a yellow outline of your iron if you leave it on too long. So I have to iron all of these pieces. I have basically 6 pieces here to iron. So there's going to be a lot of ironing here for quite a while. Okay, make sure there's no adhesive on here. There's a little bit of adhesive right here. I got to take that off with my finger. There we go. Okay. So that, I guess it looks pretty good to me. Right here looks like it could use a little bit more ironing. 1 second. You'll see it be wrinkly on the spots where it needs to be ironed a little bit more. It should be nice and flat and smooth. So if you see some like bubbles, you need to iron there again. Somebody is happy. What's going on, Daisy? 3 times today. I know, right? I know. Sorry, that was my dryer. I didn't even think about it. I said I was going to turn them off. I have my washer, my dryer going right now. It's a laundry day, y'all, so my bad. You shouldn't have any more noises after this. Okay, so this one is nice and finished. Looks like that's a piece of thread there. Looks good to me, nice and smooth. I love this fabric. This fabric is just fabulous. And then we have this one right here, which is more of a, what is it called? Oh gosh, what is this freaking fabric here called? Plaid. Sorry, I couldn't think of the word plaid. Aren't I weird? Okay, I got 6 pieces of this to iron to the HeatnBond, and then I gotta iron it to packing paper is the next step. So like I said, there's just gonna be a lot of ironing here. We wash clothes too. Okay, good. I'm glad. You guys are too much. You guys are too much. It's time for me to wash my bedding, my bed sheets. My hubby went off to. Okay, so last time I washed his blanket. It's this really heavy Mexican blanket, and I just threw it into the washing machine, and y'all, it was like clunk, 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 and I was like, oh, maybe that was a bad idea to put this heavy blanket in the washing machine. And it was just started making so much noise. I was just like, oh, I'm going to take it out. Like, it's making way too much noise. So I took it out. It was so wet. It took like 3 hours to dry. This time my husband went to the laundromat that's around the corner. And he washed it, brought it home to dry. Everything was good. So maybe we'll probably do that from here on, because that was not a good. It was literally like clunk, 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 clunk. It was terrible. Hello, I didn't forget about your doll. I'm making altered books still to bless you. Oh, how cool. I know it's a process. I know it's a process. Trust me. I go through the whole process a lot. Okay, let's get this to be cold. You got to cool it down. That way the glue doesn't stick to your parchment paper like right here. But if it does, you can just scrape it off. Okay, so this looks good to me. Looks like it's all glued down to me. Can't lift up no corners. Okay, next. Next is going to be this one right here. You have a Mexican blanket too, Letitia? I love my Mexican blanket. I've had that blanket since I was like 15. It's always been my favorite winter blanket. Not this year, though. This year, my AC is way too hot. I don't know what it is about my AC in my bedroom. Where I sleep during the summer, I feel like I can't get enough air to my face. Like, I literally feel like I'm drowning and I don't have enough air. But right now, during winter, like, all this hot air blows to my face. I don't understand it one bit. What do you print? What print do you have on your Mexican blanket? It's red, and then it has a red rose in the middle. Surprise, surprise, shocker. It has a, I think it's a red rose in the middle, or is it yellow? I can't even remember now. But my husband uses it now. He loves it. I get way too hot, but he loves it. It's just too much for me in that room. It just gets too hot. It's snowing outside, and we have the ceiling fan on. It was raining today. It was rainy, and it was 45 degrees, so I was cold all day. Oh my goodness. I just get way too hot. I keep telling him, like, if we could just have the fan on, I think I'd be okay. And he's like, you're crazy. I'm not turning on the fan. So he doesn't even want to turn on the fan. I just got to deal with that. I could probably sleep comfortably naked. I know it's too much information for y'all. But it's so hot in there, I could literally sleep comfortably without clothes. It's so hot in there. Hello, Elgin. It's supposed to snow Wednesday and Thursday. It was a nice rainy day today. It was nice because I didn't have to go out in the rain. That's what was nice about it. Getting this all ironed down. I know there's not a lot of action, but this is one of the steps. And I always like to make like 3 journals at a time. Usually guys get hot at night too. Yeah, no, he doesn't. He does not. I'm the one getting hot. I don't know. It's literally right now with this iron. I'm like, I shouldn't be wearing a long sleeve shirt. Let's see here. It's so warm in this house for me. I was used to it in my little trailer. I was freezing. It was so cold in that trailer. It was like they were outside, basically. That's one of the reasons why I couldn't wait to move out of there. I was happy with it, but I couldn't wait to move out. Okay, so this fabric is gorgeous. Look at these little birds. Aren't they the most beautiful little birds? And they have this really pretty blue that I just love on the lantern. This is so pretty. I love it. I love it. I love it. I really got into Christmas fabrics this year, and I honestly probably have enough Christmas fabrics now to last me like 3 years. Is that parchment paper? Yes, this is parchment paper right here. Yes, yes it is. You could also use the back of the HeatnBond once you have a lot of HeatnBond, but this is just a big old piece of parchment paper. Yes. Thank you, Letitia. If you are enjoying the video, please don't forget to give me a little thumbs up. It really helps me out, y'all. I'm almost at 10,000 subscribers. That's like freaking amazing. I can't even believe it. But we are going, y'all. It is fun. It has been a fun, I can't even remember how long I've been on YouTube. Probably like 5 or 6 years now. It's been fun. It has been fun, fun, fun. Working with all y'all. And I am so grateful for everybody here joining me live, chatting with me. Y'all make it all worth it. Y'all make it fun, man. Honestly. Let's keep melting this glue here. Gotta make an official tutorial on how to do this. I do. Gotta stop being lazy. This is the year I get things done, I said. So I need to really get things done. Thank you, Patricia. It's been a fun ride, man. It's been a fun ride. I'm so glad I started doing these live videos. What, like 2 years ago I started doing these live videos? Oh, yeah. Y'all make it fun. Trying to pull this down so it detaches by itself. Okay. Needs more glue time here. This corner. Everything else seems good. Just this corner right here. Love, love, love this fabric. Go check out your local Joann's. If you go check out your local Joann's if you need Christmas fabric. They might still have it at 50% off. Which honestly it should be more than 50% off, Joann's. I mean, really. I mean, really, it should be cheaper than 50%, but you know, I'll take it. I'll still take it because it's such pretty fabrics that I did not find at Walmart. So I'm really happy. Man, your lives are like tutorials, really. I know, they are. It's just some people don't want to stay for 3 hours. I get it. I get it. I understand. So I do try and make regular edited videos still. Once in a while, I will put my little mind to it and I'll do it. Okay, so this is done. Nice and ironed. And next is this fabric right here, which I got this from Michael's. No, from Walmart. I got this from Walmart. I got, what did I buy? Like 3 of them, 3 yards. After Christmas, they were like $1. Yeah, it was a yard for $1 at Walmart after the holidays. So I am glad I did buy the fabric at Walmart when it was Christmas, because I did get a nice assortment. I did have to pay like $3.50 for 1 yard, I think, or like $3.99 for 1 yard. But it was really cute fabric, and I'm really happy I got it. I have a lot of choices. Like I said, I might I might have enough Christmas fabric now to last me a couple of years. I did kind of go overboard. I can't remember. I think I bought like 4 jelly rolls. So I have so much fabric to work with. I'm excited, though. I am excited to use it up. I'm excited to make journals. I'm really excited, y'all. I am pumped. I'm ready. I bought more of the fusible Pellon F what is it, 72F? That's what it is, Perlon 72F. And I'm ready to make some more Christmas fabrics out of them. Also, regular other journals. I'm just excited. I am excited this year. Hi, Daisy. Hi, all. Which HeatnBond do you use? I'm using HeatnBond Lite, which is the purple one. Let me see if I can leave y'all a link. Just so we get a base of what we are talking about here. I know I have it saved here somewhere. Where is it? I know it's somewhere. It's on my list here somewhere. HeatnBond Lite. Here it is. This is on Amazon, and I believe it costs just as much as it does at Walmart, if I'm not mistaken. So check it out just so you know what it looks like. It's the purple one. There's a purple one and a red one, and I know they have other products, but it's the HeatnBond Lite, the purple one. If you don't plan on sewing on your projects, then you can get the HeatnBond Ultra Hold. I just buy the Lite because I never know when I'm gonna iron on my product on my projects. So I make sure I get the one that it's just possible if I decide I want to, because more than likely I do sew on my projects. Okay, so here is this piece right here. It's just a really cute neutral paper or fabric to go on like the inside of journals. I decided for this. It's really cute. It's got all the Christmas colors, so it's really Christmas friendly, you know, but also neutral. It could go on so many types of journals. Christmas journals, I should say. Okay, so I think this is done. Just do the spot right here real quick because it just looked a little rippled. Hi, Violet. How are you? Okay, I'm dying to make some patchwork covers. Yes, aren't they fun? I really love patchwork covers. I really, really do. Okay, so that's done. I got one more to do. I think this is for the inside, if I'm not mistaken. I put all the exciting fabrics on the outside. No, the kind of like plain, a little bit plain fabrics on the inside. Okay, make sure we got glue everywhere. Okay, we are good to go. My parchment paper and let's go. And then we're ready to do the next step, which is also ironing. We're gonna iron all of this to parchment paper. No, not parchment paper, to packing paper. And somebody asked me the other day, where do I get packing paper? You can get packing paper at Walmart next to the moving boxes, next to all the shipping stuff. That's where you will find packing paper. I've also found it at the dollar store. So, hi, Chris. What's going on? Did I miss Chris a while ago? Hi, Chris. I've also found packing paper at the dollar store, so you can check out maybe your local dollar store. I think I saw it at the 99-cent store specifically. So you can check out the 99-cent only stores, or just check out your dollar store. They might have them too. So you could also use tissue paper if you cannot find packing paper. The difference is that packing paper is more opaque. So you can use tissue paper, but the color of your cover might show through. So like if your book is blue and you could also do the same technique with an actual book. If your book is blue and you use tissue paper behind your fabric, the blue might come through. So you might either have to like paint your journal covers, but if you use packing paper, you don't see through it. So it's what I really enjoy using is packing paper. Just took an extra step off my process. I used to literally have to paint on my journals and my books because it just showed through. So that pretty much fixed that issue. Again, you want to put it on here for 30 seconds, lift and move. You don't want to be sliding it around, lift and move. You want to make sure you get all these nice little corners down here. All the corners. I'm going to give this a try. Seems safer than sewing. Too scared to try that. I do sew my signatures into the journal into the book that I make. But you could do the whole puncturing with an owl and do the traditional pamphlet stitch with this technique. You could. Okay, is this done? This is done. And it is a little hot, so do be careful. I'm just used to burning my hands. Okay, so let me grab the parchment paper. Why do I keep saying parchment paper? I mean to say packing paper. Sorry, here's the packing paper I like to use. Get big old sheets. This is the stuff that you basically put in between like your dishes so that they don't break when you're moving, etc., etc. You go on and unpeel this because basically you made this fabric into a sticker. And this piece of plastic that you're left with the HeatnBond, reuse it. You can use it to paint stuff on. You can use it to glue stuff. So you can definitely reuse this a couple of times before you toss it out. I'm probably going to find other ways to use this. I don't know. You're just left with 5 yards of this material right here. So we should be reusing it. You know what I mean? Okay. Daisy, what are you working on? I am working on single signature Christmas junk journal covers. Hello. That is what I am doing today. I'm going to see how far I get. And then we can work on the rest of it later. We work on signatures, all that. There's a lot to do. So I'm going to see what all I can do this week. And then kind of take it off my mind and work on other stuff. Because can't just work on Christmas stuff all year round, right? Got to work on other stuff too. So I'm excited. I have these journals behind me. I got to decorate 2 of them. I got to send off one of them to its new home. And I am excited, y'all. I'm excited to work on my stuff. I'm excited about my little craft room. I really, really love my craft room. It is so big that I've never had a craft room this big where I'm just like, oh my God, I have all this space. I could buy more stuff. Excuse me. Yeah, I am starting early because I really cannot get enough time to prepare for Christmas. Hey, Zena, what's up, girl? Did I miss Miss Gigi? I think, oh no, she's, she just showed up. Hi, Miss Gigi, what's up? Make some vellum envelopes. Ooh, vellum. I need to buy vellum. That reminds me. I need to buy vellum. I want the thicker vellum. I've just been like afraid of buying the wrong one. So I really have not even tried to buy vellum. Okay, so here's this cover here, and it is now attached to parchment paper. Let's bring out the next one. Taking off the fabric from our HeatnBond. Like that. Okay, this looks good. I'm excited. I can usually get 2 fabrics on here. I don't know if I can get a 3rd one. No, I can't. It's too wet. I cannot. Here, because you are now melting the glue and it's now on paper, you can move your iron around. It's not going to slide around. It's slid around because the back of the HeatnBond is basically plastic. Excuse me. Oh my gosh. But because this is paper, you're welcome to move your iron around. It's okay. It'll work. Vanessa. Hi, Vanessa. How are you? Laura. What's going on, Laura? And you know what I'm excited to work on next week? I really want to work on, I want to make charms. So I'm excited to make some charms. I rediscovered all my freaking charms and beads. And I'm like, I saw a video by Kelly Snell, and she was really doing her thing. She was really doing her thing. With, I think she was using just like busted jewelry. And I was really inspired. I don't know if I'll be as good as her, but you know what? I'm going to give it a try. Okay. So here we have this. Now I want to cut it out of here just so I can put it away. I'm not trying to cut it straight or nothing. I'll do that on the next step. Okay, so this goes back. I just put it on the floor, so I'm trying to say here, this goes back to something, but I just put it on the floor. Okay, let me grab another piece of packing paper. And I think I buy the big pack, so there's a lot of them in here for like $7. I'm so excited. I have been going through 33 years of real estate, trying to self-find finally get everything separated, see what all I have in there. There you go. That's progress, girl. You're making progress. You're on your way. You are on your way. Okay, so let's get this here. I usually my attitude for my craft room is like, you know, use up what you have because you don't have a lot of space, so you can't keep buying new things, you know. But now that I have all this space, I'm like, oh, what can I buy? But of course, with that comes the responsibility of buying somewhere to put all your stuff. And it's like, do I really want to spend more money just to keep stuff, or should I use up what I have? I have the option now. I have the option. Funny, I'm seeing a theme to the kind of things I repeat buy without even thinking I already have items. That happens. That happens a lot. That happens a lot. I can't find my corner punch out, and I'm a little worried. I don't know where my corner punch is. I lost it like a week ago, and I just have not been able to find it anywhere. So now I really got to get on. I need to clear out that side of my desk. I have like 3 desks here in my setup. I have my main desk. If y'all have not seen my junk journal room walkthrough, you should. This is my main desk here. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to touch the camera. This is the desk where I go live. This is the desk where I actually like craft. Even if I'm not going live, this is the desk I sit on to do stuff. And this is actually it's a dining room table from IKEA. Probably like a 4-person, maybe 6 people if you put people on the side. So it's probably like a 4-person table. And then I have one of the IKEA Linman long desks, which is where my computer, my display, and my printer live, and some other stuff. Then I have a regular Linman desk, so it's like in an L shape over there. And that part is literally just a big old shelf. I just shove things over there. I just put stuff over there. Very irresponsible of me. So I really need to get on cleaning. I really need to find my freaking corner punch. I lost it. I don't know where it is. It's gone. Do you use steam? No, I don't. No, I do not. No, I do not. My iron doesn't even have water in it. No steam. No steam is necessary. I think it is. If you wanted like to iron your fabric before you did all this, but no, I don't. I never use steam. Which I was told steam would be a very good idea if I was when I'm ironing my patchwork covers. That's what I would need steam, but not to do this part. Just to iron out all the edges, all the seams. I heard that steam might be good for that. But other than that, no, I don't use steam here. I'm just taking off literally the extra glue. The extra glue here. Don't want it. Don't need it. You can see it on some spots. It is just a lot larger than others. So there's more glue. But okay. Let's glue this down. I love this little bird fabric. It's so cute. It is adorable. Amy's Play Studio says, I love your setup. I live alone, so my living room is my craft studio too. Work. There you go. Take it all. Take up all the space. Take up all the space. My husband has his studio / his office / technically our living room. He has a couch in there. So he has his own separate space from my whole area here, and he is wonderful. Whenever my craft room is a big old mess, he's always like, well, I always figured your office or your craft room should be messy. So he's like, that's how it should be. I'm like, oh, thank you for understanding. Because often this is the pathway to the kitchen. So I do have to be mindful of where I put my things, because otherwise it becomes like a booby trap situation for him. So I do try to be mindful of the fact that this is the pathway to the kitchen. Do you know if we in Sweden has HeatnBond? If you don't have HeatnBond, I've also heard you can use what was it called? Wonder Under is what I was told it was called. Wonder Under. So maybe that's available where you are. Wonder Under. I've heard that this is the same product. I've never used it, but I keep seeing it everywhere. People talking about Wonder Under. Okay. Make sure to get the glue off my parchment paper here. You can see it. It's shiny on your parchment paper. You just scratch it off with your nails. It's usually in a line. And that's the reason why I also sometimes bring out a new piece of parchment paper, because this gets glue on it. And this glue gets on my iron. It just happens. Okay, so I got the glue off mostly, I believe. Okay. So let's get these cut up and put off to the side. Okay. What are you ironing on? Oh, this is an ironing mat that Crafty Irina sent me a long time ago. It's just a desktop ironing mat, which is probably just like a really thin, I've seen you can make it. It's fabric on one side, and technically this is vinyl or something. And then there is a layer of probably like batting or something in the middle. I heard you can make one yourself. She sent it to me. I know you can get it on Amazon, if I'm not mistaken. I did want to get myself a felt ironing pad. So if you want to look up on Amazon felt ironing pad, it's probably like a more high quality version of this. I've had this for years now though, and it's standing up. So can't even say this is bad quality or anything. I think it must be the same as, I don't know what that is, Miss Gigi. I'm sorry, girl. I am sorry. This is one of my favorite. This actually, I think, has glitter. Yeah, it has glitter on some of the little dots around the poinsettias. I forget what the Spanish or the native word for poinsettias, because poinsettias are Mexican. And they have like a traditional name like Watsi something. It's something very Nahuatl, which is one of the native languages in Mexico. My mom is keeping poinsettias alive, I guess, that you got at Christmas time. So I'm like, good luck with that. Apparently, poinsettias turn into trees when they get big. Can't you use a towel to iron on? Yeah, you could use a towel. I suppose you could use a towel. I don't see... I don't imagine there be any bad to that, I suppose. But just so you know, I do get like glue and stuff on mine occasionally. So I don't know how that would do with towel, but you could try. Yes, poinsettias turn into trees, y'all. If you grow them big enough, they will turn into a tree. I didn't know that till this year. Let me see if I'm reading everybody's questions. Just want to make sure I don't forget or I don't miss anybody. If it gets too hot, it will scorch the surface under the tub. Yeah, I guess so. I suppose. I always use this on top of this poster board and on top of my desk. I've never had any issues. But of course, I'm not like looking for defects on my desk. It does get warm underneath my desk. It does. When I use it for a while on a lot of things. Give me 1 second. I'm just trying to make sure this is nice and adhered. I think we're good. Oh, I can't wait to go to Mexico. Honestly, I can't. I'm excited. Not that I have any plans to go, but I want to go. I want to go like on a real vacation. Would be nice. Usually when I go to Mexico, like I really just go visit family. I rarely do like actual touristy things because I'm just chilling out with family most of the time. But I really feel like I want to go like on an actual Mexican vacation. I've never seen. No, I'm lying if I say I've never seen the Mexican beaches. I'm sure I did when I was a kid. I just don't remember them. I want to go to like Cancun. I usually only go to places where my family is. And I want to visit other places. I know it's crazy. Okay. So there's this right here. Give me 1 second. I have to blow my nose. 1 moment. Okay, we're back. What is your weight of packing paper? If it had a weight on it, I don't know where the packaging is anymore, but it is thinner than printer paper. Okay, so this is probably the same thickness, honestly, as newspaper. It's thinner than printer paper, you know, but it's thicker than tissue paper. So I really couldn't tell you just because I don't have the packaging anymore. So I don't know off the top of my head. I have to Google it on the Walmart website probably. But so if I can, the easiest way I can describe it is, like I said, it's thinner than printer paper and it's thicker than tissue paper. So I could not tell you exactly the weight of it. I have to look it up. Yes, please give me a little thumbs up if you are enjoying the video. Thank you so much, Letitia. I appreciate it. I like ironing, but dang, they scare me. The thought of getting burnt. Yeah, I've touched it. I've touched it a couple times. I don't have any scars from it though, so they go away. And I only iron for junk journals. Okay, I don't iron any clothing. Just throw it back in the dryer. I only iron for crafting. This is literally my craft iron. It's just a regular iron. There's nothing, no name brand on it. I can't remember. It's Rival. This is just a regular old iron. And yeah, I cannot guarantee you're not going to burn yourself. I cannot guarantee that because I could not guarantee that for myself. But I'm not traumatized about it, so it's okay. I think I burnt myself more on my freaking sandwich panini than I have on my iron, so I really wouldn't be more scared of it than that. It's not the scariest thing. It's really not. It is hot. You might want a fan, though. It does make you hot. Okay, that is the last of the ironing I need to do, so I'm going to turn this off. And I always say I'm going to turn it off and put it away, far away from me. Because what? Because I don't trust myself. That's what I always say about my iron. So I feel you on the scaredness. But I guess I've overcome that. I've overcome. Look at this. I didn't get this part right here. Look at this. There's no glue. There's no adhesion there at all. Let me fix that. 1 second. This is just a piece of the HeatnBond. No adhesion on this edge. Sorry, trying to brush out my wig. It's being stubborn. I swear I can't do curly hair. I wish I could have curly hair one day and then decide I don't want curly hair the next day. Honestly, that'd be kind of cool. I wouldn't mind switching up hairstyles on wigs. Sometimes I feel like my hair is a wig in the heat. It's just so hot. Okay. And I ironed out the heat was already down. It's already turned off. So it's just on residual heat here. Okay. Gotta get ink. Okay, what am I? Oh, I spent the day printing Daisy Printables. You're too sweet. Too nice. Okay, so let's cut this out here. Okay, so here are our covers, y'all. The outside and the inside covers. This is an outside cover, so this one I just need to cut out. I really don't need to. I believe I cut them like exactly to the size I needed them to be, if I'm not mistaken. I didn't cut out any extra here. They're like very specific on the size here, so that way I didn't have to worry about cutting down too much, because usually I'll cut them bigger and then I'll work my way down. Let me turn on my fan. I'm getting hot, y'all. I'm getting hot. The iron has got me sweating. Okay. So the outside covers, let's just cut those out roughly so we can get them down glued to the covers. Normally I'd sit here and cut it out with my rotary cutter, but you know what? It's okay. This folded down. Oh my God, it literally folded down. I didn't take a look at that. Okay. That should be okay. That should be fine. That should be fine. Okay, look at this out. So basically we made this fabric into paper. That is essentially what we have done. So now we have paper fabric. And you can use this for a lot of projects where you want to use fabric as paper. This is for the inside, this is for the inside, and this is for the inside. So I'm going to put these off to the side because these need to be cut a little bit more specific. She's busting things out, y'all. Am I? It's so tangled, I think I might have dreadlocks in some places. That's a style too. Start your own trend. Start your own trend, girl. Let's see here. Just making sure that my fabric is glued down. It feels a little bubbly right here. Let me see if I can iron it down with the residual heat here. If possible, we'll see. It might be possible. I guess I'll have to take it. This part is going to be in the creases anyways. Cut this out and we can get this glued down to our covers. Baby, by attaching the fabric and packing paper, it gives body to the fabric. It makes it more working with paper. Yes, it just basically makes it a lot easier to work with fabric for me. Whenever I glue this down to the cover, I don't get the glue seeping through the fabric. It literally just adheres the paper to whatever I'm gluing it down to. So that is one of the reasons why I use the HeatnBond method. Also, the fabric and the paper add some thickness to our book, to our overall book thickness. So it helps. It all helps. Okay, so this one's cut out. Let's cut out the last one, and then we can start gluing our covers down. At least the outside covers. I don't like to cover my books with paper anymore because the corners crack where you bend the book on the spine. That always cracked for me. So that's why I don't like to use paper anymore. I like to use this method. It's just a lot softer, you know? Okay, I got chapstick on. I literally cannot live without chapstick. I must have like a dozen chapsticks floating around the house between my bed. There's probably one on the couch. I got a couple on my other desk. I got a couple here. I got a couple on my... There's at least a dozen chapsticks in my house at all times. And if I leave the house without a chapstick, yeah, I will literally stop by the store and buy a chapstick. I have a problem. Okay, so here are our outside covers. And let's attach them to our chipboard pieces here. So let me put this away. I don't need it no more, but I do need my parchment paper. I have an old HeatnBond piece here. You can see I've used it to glue so much that the paint and the glue is like chipping off literally. But let's get to it. These are 2 pieces of chipboard put together, and I basically left them under something heavy for about 2 weeks now. So they are as straight as they can possibly be. As soon as you take them out, though, they do start to bend. So you do have to bend them straight, and you will have to bend them straight until the very, very end. So if they keep curving on you slightly, just, that is normal, okay? Okay, so here we want to put our chipboard piece at least 1 inch away from the edge. And probably cut out too much, so we will have to cut this down a little bit. I'll just make it as much to the left as possible, and then we'll just trim off to the right. Then I got my spine, which is, again, 2 pieces of chipboard paper. I'm sorry, chipboard recycled cereal boxes. This is about 1.25 inches, which is what I'm going to use for a 1 inch. So you're attaching the fabric to tissue with the HeatnBond. Yes, correct. Correct. I need my bottle here. This might be getting empty now. Oh, God. Oh, God. I hate when they go empty. You know what? I'm not going to deal with it. I am not going to deal with it today. Let's just switch bottles. All right. Doing the old switcheroo. So now I have glue. Okay, good. And then this is my bottle. I have it labeled wide, because this is the bottle that the spout is down low compared to this one that's at a point. You can see the difference there. So a lot more comes out of the one that I have labeled wide, which is perfect for when I do this project here. Otherwise, I like to use the finer tip one to like decorate and stuff. Okay, so let's add glue here, and I want to add plenty of glue. Plenty. And I'm using Turbo Tacky glue by Aleene. If y'all are interested, I do get that from Walmart. You can also buy it on Amazon. On Amazon, they come with a different tip, though. So just so you know, you won't get the same tip that I have here. They come with if you buy them on Amazon, they come with this tip right here. Buy them at Walmart, they come with this bottle tip right here. I don't know why. Turbo Tacky glue. It's got a new name. It's Turbo Tacky glue now. Okay, so I'm going to spread the glue, and I do like to use silicone brushes for this, just because it really pushes the glue to where you want it to be, and I don't have to worry about messing up my brush, because your girl is irresponsible, and I always wasted brushes and sponge brushes because I'd always forget to wash them. So this way, it just gets a little crusty, but it's good. It's good. Overall, it's pretty good. Okay, so let's get the edges. Okay, so now I'm going to put this down about 1/2 inch to 1 inch from each side of the book cover here. And I use my old brayer kind of to add some force to the edges here. Now the first piece doesn't have to be straight or nothing. The second piece, you're going to want to worry about it being straight. Make sure your little edges get down. Okay, so this doesn't really do anything other than help me apply pressure. Okay, so let me get the thing I need for the next step. Where did I even put that? Oh, gosh. Do I even know where it is? Oh my God, where did I put it? Basically, it's a book cover. It's one piece of a book cover. Where did I leave it? What did I do with it? Hang on, because this tray, I need to clean it. It's a big old mess. But where did I leave that book? It was literally the cover of a book. Oh, wait, here it is. I need to find a better place for it. Okay, so this is literally the cover of a book, and you can grab any book. Just so you can use the thickness as almost like a straight edge. I love that brush I ordered for. Isn't it great? So here, I'm going to press the book cover up against the edge of this book cover, of this piece of the cover, so that I can get it straight here, and I kind of eyeball it. Then I'll lift it up and kind of move it into place so that it's as straight as it can be. And that way I keep this same shape gap between that on either side of the spine. So it could be any book that you have. Honestly, it could be any book. And it's getting smaller over here, but that's okay. Don't worry. You don't need that much. Okay, so let's get our spine glued. So we can do the tricky procedure here. Let's see. Speaking of that roller thing, you should bust out your jelly plate again soon. I should, huh? You're right. I thought of something I might want to do, and I'm going to try an experiment. I want to do some jelly. I'm not really doing jelly printing. It's more like jelly distressing. So the technique that I used last time to kind of get these grungy colors, I want to do that with less colors, and I want to do that on coffee paper. So I think that'll be an interesting mix, and I think those would make really cool journal pages. So I think I'm gonna try that soon. I'm trying to literally eyeball it. And then from here I can tell, yeah, it's pretty even. If it's slightly tall, you really can't tell the difference. So it's okay. This is technically my non-jelly plate brayer. This is my craft brayer, overall brayer. When I used it for my jelly plate, it didn't work because it's all textured, because I literally use it over glue. Okay. Let's add glue to our last chipboard piece here. Huh, sounds interesting. Yeah, let's experiment. Yes, we need to try. What else? They have them at the dollar store. I'm going to check for them. Check them out. I have seen them at the dollar store. When I bought them, they're a brand new thing. Nobody had them anywhere in shop. I had to order them off Amazon. I ordered a 4-piece set, and I've had it forever. I've literally had these silicone brushes forever. It's one thing I've had not needed to reorder, and I still have, I think, like 1 or 2 that are brand new. I haven't even used them. But I always like to buy backups because I lose everything. I lose everything. So I always buy a couple of a tool if I can. If it's cheap enough, I will buy a lot of them. Like my seam rippers, I have like a dozen of them. They were like $9 for a dozen. I'm like, give me a dozen. I have them everywhere now. And I have one seam ripper I use just to unclog my glue bottles because I have so many of them. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Okay, let me get all my glue. Get out of the way. I'm so excited for my Christmas charms. Oh my God, they're going to look so cute on my journals. I'm so excited. So excited. I need them. I'm going to have to make charms now. I'm going to have to make charm dangles. I actually looked up like, oh, junk journal charms. Yo, my video is first. My video, I didn't even notice, it has 22,000 views. I was like, what? I was like, I am the authority on junk journal charms. What? Like, that's scary. People are gonna think I'm good at it. Okay, now this cover needs to be up a little bit higher. Now this glue settles very, very well. It dries quickly, which is why I like it. So you do have to be careful how fast you try and apply this. This has a little bit too big of a gap there, though. I don't like that. Hang on. I don't want to get glue my poster board. I have to adjust. I have to readjust because it was just too off the mark. And it is hard to tell if you're right or not. This is not the most foolproof technique. I've just done it so much that it works for me, and I'm okay making a little bit of a mistake. It's okay. Okay, we're working it. We're working it. Okay. And right here, you do want to make sure this gets plenty of glue here on the edge. I got the fan on, I'm still hot. So let me get this here. A little bit more glue here on the edge so that this doesn't come off. So it stays nice and low. Don't worry about the glue, it's all good. Okay. So here is our cover. I will cut off some of it because I just don't like how it's looking right now. But actually, let me let it dry because I don't want to get glue on my ruler. So we're going to set this aside. We're going to work on the next one. I don't want to get glue on my ruler. My quilt rulers cost way too much for that. Cost way too much. This is not even, hang on, y'all. I have literally a pocket here where it's not even glued. Oh my God, I can't work like this. Okay, I'm going to turn my iron back on. Got to work on that one again. But this one should be good, right? Right, yeah, we're good. We're good on this one. Okay. So we got our two cover pieces and our spine. Okay. Hi, Lisa. I hadn't seen you. Hi. It's funny how much stuff from other parts of the house we end up using in our craft room, right? That's true. That is so true. Okay. Okay, so we are good. Let's glue this. Wrong bottle. We need this one. Next time I go to Walmart, I have to check and see if they have my glue. They didn't have it last time, so I think I have, what do I have? I have like one full bottle left. The rest are, they're running low, girl. I'm like scared. I do not like running low on supplies. Call me a hoarder. I don't like it. I don't like being low on anything. I like to be fully stocked. Okay, Chris, have a good night. Okay. Oh, did I just get glue? Oh, I just got glue all over this cover. No. Did I really freaking just do that? I did, y'all. I really freaking did. I'm just using a piece of HeatnBond to help me get the glue off. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Okay, let me move it off to the side. Anyways. We are back trying to make this work over here. This glue dries very, very quickly, so you want to work with it very, very quickly. You don't want to take too much time with this. That's why sometimes I apply the glue on a little bit thicker, because I know it dries fast. And especially with the fan on top of me, it's going to dry real quick. So let me just make sure this is good here. We're going to need more glue. This is not enough glue. Okay. Let's see. To the edge. All the edges should have plenty of glue. Okay. So this I'm putting here. Quick, get a damn cloth. I don't know where I have any cloths. I only have paper towels. I don't really buy cloths. Unless it's washcloths, and I don't want to use my washcloth on my craft project. Might be a little weird. Okay. Nice and glued down. Make sure all the edges are down. Okay. So next, gonna get the spine here. Let's do the spine part. Baby wipes. That's true. I do have baby wipes. But I think we should be okay. I think I'm going to trust the junk journal spirits, the junk journal gods out there that it's okay. Okay, removing the glue. I love these brushes also because you can pick up the glue from places where it's too much glue and put it where you need. That's why I love it. Okay. Let's get our book cover here. Let's do the tricky part. It could literally be any book cover. It doesn't have to be any specific book cover at all. Yeah, that looks like it's in the right spot. Okay, I'm happy with that. So just put down here. Okay. Next is this other piece of chipboard. I'm trying to find a spot to put my brush because it's full of glue. I swear my washer eats all my washcloths. I bet it does. I'm full of glue and I hate it. You know what? I can't stand it. I know I'm about to get my hands full of glue again. It starts to bother me. You know what it is? I think I literally hate to have dry skin, which is why I apply chapstick 30 times a day. And so the glue on my hand when it dries, it makes me feel like my hands are dry. And I really hate that feeling, like 100%. I'm addicted to moisturizers of any kind. I hate to feel dry. And then it like sticks to my arm over here and that makes it like feel itchy. It's so weird. I'm just real sensitive, y'all. I'm just really sensitive. Okay, so let's get the glue here. Make sure you get it on the edges, real important. Okay. Make sure the edges got glue. Okay. And then we need our book cover, I should say. Oops. Book cover. Let's see, I'm going to put this up just a little bit higher, and I think we're good. We are good here. Let's run our little brayer on it. This happens once in a while. This is old. Okay, this is a little old. And hang on one second. I don't want to use my new ones for it. So here, I just gotta fix it. Gotta put this little peg back in here. I literally have to nail it in. Yes, I can't remember how old this thing is. This thing is old. I had this thing forever. This is some like Martha Stewart brayer. I got years ago. No! Is it finally, like I really can't put it back in there? What is going on? Hang on, y'all. Hang on. Just having an emergency, like always. Like always. Okay. We're good. We're good, people. We're good. Okay. So this edge here. This little edge over here. Okay. Not my first rodeo, y'all. Not my first rodeo. I've been so stressed about the bankers out to crush our money. I haven't been able to craft a thing. Oh no. Oh no. I've addicted to chapstick too. I have a drawer dedicated backup chapstick stash. I don't have that much of a backup stash. Oh, you know what I did find the other day? So my favorite chapstick is strawberry. I love strawberry chapstick. It's like, it's my thing. Okay, it's kind of my thing. But you know, I discovered the best freaking chapstick is strawberry ice pop. It just tastes, it smells so good. I guess it doesn't taste any different than strawberry, but it smells so good. So I just love it so much. And I guess it was only out during summer or something. Did I say this was loose summer? This was loose summer. Oh, here it is. Here, this is where it's loose. And I discovered my favorite flavor is actually strawberry ice pop. It tastes so good. It just smells and tastes so much better. My iron is back on hot, and I'm just giving it another go. Let me turn this off. Okay. One second. Did I turn off the iron? Yeah, I did. Okay. And I guess it was more like a strawberry ice pack was more like a summer flavor, I suppose. So they stopped carrying it as soon as I was done with my one stick that I bought. They were not carrying it anymore. So I looked it up on Amazon. These people want $6. These people want $6 for a stick of chapstick. I'm like, y'all are crazy. And then luckily at Walmart the other day, I found 2 sticks. 2 random sticks. I was like, yes. What am I looking at? What am I looking up? Catch me up. Is this fabric? Yes, this is fabric. I have adhered to paper. So now technically it's paper. Okay, so I got my cover pieces for this last one. Hang on, this corner. It's slightly raised, but you know, that should be okay. That should be okay. Okay, so last cover, I gotta work on the outside, and then I need to cut it down a little bit, I think. And then we can finish off the inside covers. Okay. Looking for my glue. Don't forget to give me a little thumbs up if you have not already. If you are enjoying the video, I would really appreciate it. It would really help me out. Let's get the glue off to the sides here. I don't know why, I was so excited to get back to Christmas projects. I was so excited, y'all. I was so excited. I need to go, and I told my husband I need to go to IKEA. He's like, now? I'm literally thinking in my head, by tomorrow, I'm going to be done with the signatures. They'll be sewn in. And then by Wednesday, I'll be decorating. I said, I'm going to need those trays by Wednesday. I'm going to I'm like, I'm going to need to go to IKEA by Wednesday. So now we have planned to go to IKEA on Wednesday. Because Mama needs more trays, man. I need more trays. I literally have, what, 9 by 9? I already have like 20 some odd of the trays. I can't get enough. I cannot get enough of these trays. I could use another 30 trays. I love them. Hang on, this is not right. I need to put them more in the middle because over here has been getting smaller wherever I stick them. So let me try and fix that. So now I get to go to IKEA on Wednesday. Yay! I'm excited. Okay. There we go. So that's there. Wish I was near an IKEA. I'm not near anything. Palmer's Cocoa Butter Formula Lip Balm works really well. I love their hand lotion too. It lasts. Only thing is it smells like chocolate. I love chocolate, but I don't want to smell like it. I like my strawberry chapstick. Anytime I put it on, somebody having strawberry dessert. I've literally had somebody ask me, like, did you just like open up a strawberry dessert? I'm like, no, that's just what I smell like naturally. I have just gotten so attached to the strawberry flavor. Whenever I have to buy cherry, I'm like, ugh, cherry. This is torture. I unpacked some stuff, played, and put it back on Friday, and I don't want to do it again. Oh, that's tough, girl. Make sure you keep a watch on these YouTube videos and just like keep a list. That should be your new hobby, is keeping a list of all the things you want to make when you're done unpacked. I remember when I moved here, most of my stuff was literally craft stuff. Everything else was very, very minimal. But my craft stash was where it was like, whoa, that's a lot of stuff. And it was so, I was so bad at packing when I moved. Near the end, when it was like getting closer to moving day, I literally just started throwing stuff in boxes. So irresponsible. So irresponsible. I just threw stuff in boxes. I was like, I'll figure it out later. So bad. I don't recommend you do that at all. Definitely not a moving tip, but that is what I did. Okay, this is pretty well on point where it needs to be. You just want this to be even as much as possible. Okay, so we are nice and glued down. So here's our last chipboard piece that needs to be glued down. You have deadlines getting too close, right? Yeah. I know my mail carrier and UPS hate me. I order so much stuff. Oh my God. I heard the USPS is still backed up. Are they still backed up, y'all? I ordered something from California and it didn't take too long to get here. I don't know when she shipped it off, but I know I got it in like 2 or 3 weeks after I ordered it. Probably more like 2 weeks after I ordered it. So I don't know if she took long to ship it or they took a lot, or USPS took long to ship it. I can't tell. I have a whole bunch of vintage religious ephemera to scan tomorrow. So that's exciting, so I can get my journal done, my little prayer journals done. The problem is I don't know what's like Catholic. So I'm going to put it as a religious figure kit because it has crosses and stuff. And it has like prayers, which I think are Catholic prayers because they make the little prayer cards, I think. Let's see here. Okay. Last cover I gotta do. Let's get this right here. Okay. We are good where we are. Should have put it a little bit off to the left. I'm getting glue all over my ironing mat. I just noticed I didn't take off my ironing mat off my table. What the heck, Daisy? So unprofessional. So unprofessional. Okay. Lisa says, I really like picking things up and ordering them, looking at them before buying. I miss actual shopping. Right. Right. I caught that sneeze right on time. I muted y'all right on time. Okay. So this is done. We are good here. Okay, that was a big mistake to glue on my ironing mat. But that is all over. Okay, so book cover goes off. I'm gonna keep this in my. I'm gonna keep this here on my tool tray because like I said, this has everything I need to make a journal, so I need to have it nearby. Okay, so this cover is done. I don't think I really need to trim anything on here. Say more like this, just like a little bit, just to make it a little bit more even. I'm just gonna eyeball it. Okay, this actually doesn't look so bad. So I'm gonna work with it. As you can see, this is what the book is looking like. It's looking pretty good. One second. Oh my God, my nose, y'all. I gotta stop. My bad, y'all. I have to buy allergy pills because I think I took my last one yesterday. Okay, so from here, what we're going to do, first of all, let me move this out the way because this is way not supposed to be here. This is a piece of HeatnBond. This should be good enough. Look at this glue. No. Oh, it's all dry. It's so gross. Amaris, hi. How are you? Welcome, girl. I missed the beginning. Is that fabric? Can you just glue the cardboard to fabric? You could. You could just glue the fabric to the chipboard, but your glue would seep through. I don't know how you deal with that, but your glue would go through the fabric. So just that's why I don't do it. I don't like that. So that's why I put the paper on there, because then it's just like you're gluing paper to paper, and it's awesome. It's awesome. Okay, so I glued the fabric to this packing paper using HeatnBond Lite. And then here I'm going to cut the corner. Oh yeah, what I always say is I fold the corner in like this on all of them. Up against the point there. And then what I do is I cut a little bit slightly below that line, just literally slightly. Well, not below, I mean beyond, I should say, beyond the line, just a smidge. And I do that for all the corners here. I like the thickness that this whole layering system here adds to the chipboard. So that's another reason why I do it. Okay, so now that I do that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut these slits right here. I thought I had a pen. Oh, yeah, I do. So it's going to be a slit like this. Split like this, like a V shape. And you don't want to reach the chipboard here, so you want to cut it just below where the chipboard is. Huh, it's a lot nicer when I draw it out. That works a lot better for me. Okay. So these are all the little notches I put in my book. Oop. Okay. Is chipboard thicker than cardboard? I guess not. I guess technically cardboard is thicker because it's got this little layer in the middle, so technically it's thicker. Okay, so there we go. We got our cover all notched up, and now we are going to glue this long part down first. So you don't want to put too much glue here because it will, you know, seep out the sides. So you want to put, it's literally, you just need just enough glue. It's just kind of hard to measure, but just enough glue. As you go along, you'll learn what's too much glue. But you definitely need it all to be nice and glued. Okay. And we're going to bring all these sides in. I do like to use my thumbs to kind of force the fabric down so it's nice and tight up against the edge here. Okay, okay. We're nice and in, and we're good. Okay, now so let's do this other long side. What am I missing? Okay, I already said hi to everybody. We're all good. Okay. I really need to I need to get another glue bottle. I still have another bottle, full bottle. I always like to have 3 on hand. If I don't have 3 on hand, I feel like I'm panicking. Like I don't have any. And just lately, just the Walmarts have been getting sold out, bought out of the craft things. Everybody's crafting right now. So everybody's using my glue, I guess. And of course, with the silicone brush, it helps you take off extra glue that you have too much of. So that's great. Okay, so let's make sure we pull this cover down. Down, 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 down. Make sure it's tight. Nice and down, 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 everywhere. Nice and tight up against the book cover. Okay, so now we put down these sides here. Okay, so now right here before we put this down, we want to put a little, I don't even know what it's called, but I just like pinch the edge here. If you can see that edge compared to this one where I haven't pinched it, I literally just use my nail to pinch the little corner into itself. Just slightly, but with the glue it holds its shape. So you see how I pinched that down? I hope you do. Because now I'm just going to bring it around. Again, making it nice and tight up against the edge like I always do. Now we're starting to have a cover, y'all. We're almost there. We're almost at one covered up. Okay, so let's do this part here. Getting the glue down to the bottom. We're almost done with this bottle. Luckily, I have this bottle here, and it helps me put the bottle upside down. Okay. So again, we're going to pinch the corner right here. I use my nail to do it. Just the very, very corner, the very, very edge of this corner. And then we're going to turn it. So if you don't do that whole little pinch part, your corners come out with this little tiny little pointy spike here. And I just don't like that. So I've learned if I pinch it, then I get this really nice like rounded corner. Okay, so here's one cover done, y'all. I still need to work on the inside cover, but this is one cover done. It'll dry overnight. And let's work on the next one. Okay, okay. So, let me just notch. This could use a little bit less fabric here. A little bit less material. You do want to go for about 1/2 inch would be ideal. 1 inch is a little bit too much. Of course, nothing here has to be perfectly straight, but you do want to make sure you get at least 1/2 inch. That one might be a little bit more than 1/2 inch, but that's okay too. Cut this part here just a little bit. Normally I'd use my rotary cutter, but I just don't really feel like it right now. I don't feel like getting my rotary cutter. So let me draw my little triangles, which I normally don't do, but you know what? It's not a bad idea. It's really not a bad idea to draw them out. And then here I'm going to fold the corners in, snug up against the edge. I basically use the edge there to tell me where to fold. So I bring it over, and wherever it wants me to fold it, that's where I'll fold it. And then I'm going to cut it just beyond that line. So I'm going to give it a little bit more wiggle room. Just a tiny bit. This is great. I'm glad I watched this. I would have glued it straight to the cardboard and it would have looked awful. You're a genius. Thank you, Lisa. It's a couple more steps, you know, but I really like the overall ending that I get, you know. Like I said, it stiffens up the chipboard also, so that is another reason. It just adds another thickening layer to this chipboard, which I like. Okay. So let's cut out these little triangles I drew. That one's a little steep, girl. That one's a little steep. Let's see. Okay, so now we got it all nice and notched up. And now I got glue on my pen. Perfect. Let's do the long side first. Trying to see if I missed anybody's conversation. We are working it. We are working through this journal. I'm so happy. Tomorrow, I'll probably come in and work on the signatures. If I have time during the day, I'll do work on the signatures. If I run out of time, I'll have to work on the signatures on my own and then come here so I can sew it all together. We'll see how much time I have tomorrow. If I have time, I will go live during the day. I'm going to have fun with Christmas, so I'm probably going to go live twice a day. So if you see me live during the day, it's because I really want to do a lot of Christmas stuff that week. So I'm going live twice. So it can happen. I love this fabric. This fabric is so cute. This is from Joann's fabric. 50% off their Christmas fabrics right now. So I'd go and get some, or I don't know if they'll discount it anymore. Honestly, I think it should be more than 50% off. But what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Okay, so let's get the glue here. Okay. pulling in our fabrics with my thumbs, making sure it's all the way down. Okay, so we got those down now. Let's do these edges. Okay. So again, we're going to pinch the edge here, the very, very corner. Pinch it with my thumb. And grab our fabric and make sure it goes all the way down. You want it very snug up against the edge. You don't want this to be fabric. You want it to be fabric and chipboard. Okay, okay, so there's that edge. Now let's do this side. Got glue on, it's driving me insane. I still have another journal to glue down. Okay. Okay. And I can't remember how many other junk journals I made from HeatnBond to cardstock to fabric. And I think I probably made like a dozen of them. So I have to work on signatures for those too. I have a lot of Christmas journals to get started on. I'm excited. I am excited. So let's pinch the corner here. I don't know how people were able to get Christmas collections done unless they start in January like me. If you had a Christmas collection of junk journals, I admire you. Because I could not get it done. I just could not get it done. Okay, so there's this cover. This cover is so cute with the little pine cones. Oh, I love it. It looks adorable. It just looks so cute. Love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, so second cover done. Let's go to the third cover. What did I say I was going to do with this? I think I said I was going to cut some stuff off. I'm just going to eyeball it. I'm not going to cut it with anything. Half inch. You know what half inch looks like. One moment. One moment. For sure getting allergy medicine tomorrow. It's terrible. Okay. So, cutting this down. It actually looks pretty good to me. This side might be just like too big, just like slightly, just slightly. It's nothing too serious. Okay. I'm gonna have to use another piece of HeatnBond because I've been like adding glue all the way down. So let me grab another piece of HeatnBond so we can do more stuff down. That's why I say I use the HeatnBond at least a couple times before I toss it out. Okay. So let's draw our little triangle notches right here. There's really no magic to these triangles. Just don't get them all the way down to the chipboard. Which is why I do this right here to remind me. And then fold the edge down here. Fold the edge down here. I'm a little scared of this side. Might be a little not enough fabric. I don't know. We'll see. Fold it here. Fold it here. Okay, so now that we did that, I'm going to cut this a little bit beyond the line that I folded, just a little bit. Okay. Okay. And the triangles. And you cut out the triangles. Uh-huh. Oh my God, did y'all catch the inauguration? Did y'all catch the inauguration? Oh my God, J-Lo sang so bad. That's my only comment about the whole inauguration. J-Lo sang so bad. Anyways. J-Lo's gonna watch this and get mad at me. Oh my God. She's gonna say, let me hear you sing. I can't sing. She can't sing either. Okay, anyways. Anyway, okay, so let's get this glued down here. J-Lo's gonna unsubscribe from my channel. Oh no. Lisa said no comment. That's the only thing I had a comment about was just J-Lo was just not good. J-Lo needs 5 backup singers and auto-tune, and she didn't have that. Oh my God, they gave her the easiest song to sing. I mean, yeah. She's just not a good singer, honestly. She's just not. Don't tell her I said that, Zena. Don't tell her I said that. Okay, anyways, let's get this glued down. I still can't get over it. I cannot get over it. It was terrible. Jenny needs to go back to the block. You're right. That girl is like not good. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, anyways, let's get over here. Let's get this nice and tight here. What is this little lump? I don't know what that was. Okay, so we're nice and tight. Okay, now let's do this other long edge. I like to do the long edges first. I can't remember why. I know there's a reason why I like to do the long edges first. I think it's because of this whole corner thing. I was mad when she did the Silicone. I don't. She should not. She really shouldn't. Please don't. Stick to auto-tune, Jenny. Girl, I'm the singer here. She's terrible. You tell her, Zena. You tell her. Should have been me. I just can't. I just cannot. Okay. I'm not trying to get controversial in here, but you know what? Jennifer was just not good. Okay, get this nice and tight up against these edges here. Okay, nice, tight, and right. Okay. That is good. Now let's do this edge right here, the short ends now. I love her as a dancer. Oh yeah, I mean, she can freaking dance. I cannot choreograph dance for anything. I can't even do Zumba. I only dance because I dance how I want to dance and because I dance in front of family. So I am like the most ridiculous dancer, but I love to dance. None of my dance moves have to do with the music. I've had people ask, like, did you drink? Are you drunk? And I'm like, no, girl, I don't even drink. I'm just having a fun time. I literally just do the most when I'm dancing. I'm so ridiculous. I'm mostly trying to get my family members to laugh when I dance, okay? My parents have tried to help me learn the step to, like, cumbia, and I just can't do it. I don't know why. It literally doesn't make sense in my brain, the steps. I just dance how I want to dance, girl. I can dance good to bachata, which is literally 2 steps. 2 steps to the left, 2 steps to the right. I could manage that. That's about it. I am terrible. And I have some freaking uncles. When they dance cumbia, girl, they're like switching, spinning. And I'm just like, what is wrong with me? Like, I'm supposed to be good at this, and I just can't get it. I'm terrible. And so forget things like Zumba. I'm not good at choreographed dancing at all. I am not good at remembering steps at all. Just not good at it. Just no good. No good. But I have fun. I have my fun. If you see me dancing, you can tell I'm having fun. I'm not I'm not dancing to the song that's playing. I'm dancing to a song that's playing in my head. I love it though. I love it. I will dance. But I can only dance to, literally, I can only dance to Spanish music. I can't dance to English music. I literally dance to it like I'm dancing to Spanish music. See right here, this little corner. See, this corner right here didn't get pinched. I didn't do it right. And so it literally forms a square. When you pinch it, it almost goes to like a rounded corner. Child, this is the smallest little corner here, so that's fine. So here is this journal. This one looks so pretty. I'm so happy with this one with the black and white poinsettias. I freaking love it. Okay. Now here comes the hard part, right? Okay. Hard because it involves a little bit of math. And I'm not the best at math, but I can try. I'm going to try. Let me get my cutting mat here. You are going to want to invest into a long ruler like I have. Let me show. Now, the ruler that I actually have here, I don't see it online anymore, so you can find one similar to it. This is a quilting ruler. It is 6 inches by 18 inches. So if you can find a comparable ruler size, that would be great, because the listing here for the ruler that I have is, it's just not in stock for right now. But why Christmas? Because it takes me forever to do Christmas. So 1 week a month, I'm working on Christmas stuff. And this is that week. That's why. I'm just way too slow at Christmas. So I'm starting in January. I really made a lot more embellishments that I could ever use last year. And so this year I'm planning on making a lot of junk journals. And that includes Christmas junk journals. And if I don't start in January, I will not be ready for Christmas. That's why, because I need 24 months to get ready for Christmas. Okay, so here is this cover, and I'm gonna make a straight edge. Where's my rotary cutter? Here it is. Anyway, I have everything on this cart. It's just such a mess. This cart is so messy right now. Okay, so now this cover right here is 8.5 inches tall. So I need it to be 8 inches tall? I need it to be, there needs to be a sliver of this fabric showing, just a sliver. Let me get my other junk journals and we'll measure it, because I know I had it down, but now I've forgotten. So let me get my ruler here. And this is 8 1/4 tall. So let's make it 8 1/4 tall. That's what I was thinking, but I didn't want to say it and then look dumb. 8 1/4. And you don't have to measure. You could just cut it to size, and then I just sliver it down normally. 8 1/4 is right here to right here. Yes, I made these way taller than they needed to be, but that's okay. That's just how I roll. Okay. So let me just double check that this is going to be right. So basically, yeah, you need a sliver on top and a sliver below showing of the fabric. And that's also why I don't cut these little notches here like way close to the fabric, because I need it to be covered by this right here. And I've made it before where I made it too small. This is good. This is just fine. And now the length is, these are 13 inches tall. So I need it to be, what did I say? I think I said 1/2 inch, right? Because it's 8 1/2 tall and it is 8 1/4. So it actually needs to be like an 1/8 of an inch smaller, I think is the size. I don't know measurements, y'all. I'm sorry. So I'm going to make this 12 3/4 in length. And hopefully that's right. Let's get a straight edge over here first. I do everything by eye and without measurements. So if I don't tell y'all a measurement, it's because I don't know the measurement. And I know that's very unprofessional of me, so I apologize. I apologize for being so unprofessional. I literally just eyeball things most of the time. I didn't get everything finished I had for Christmas. Now I'm trying to do some Valentine's Day things, but not focused. I really only like to do themes of Christmas or nothing. I'm terrible. I make printables for everything, but journals, I don't know why. I really only like Christmas themed journals. And that's okay. That's okay. If it's not fun, I don't want to do it. So this is fun to me, so this is what I'm going to do. Okay. Also not so much fun. Also what's more profitable too. So I'm going with that also. Okay, so this cover, let me show you, maybe I could show you more on this cover right here because you can see the contrast of the fabrics. You see how it's literally just a sliver of the fabric showing all the way around? That is the goal. Okay, that is the goal. And then my signatures will fit perfectly in between. They'll just have a sliver all the way around also. You can see the way my journals are. You see how they have literally like a sliver around the cover and then they have a sliver around the inside cover. It's just, I just perfectly measured it so that they fit right in here. Okay. So that is the size we need to cut them down to. So now that makes it a lot easier for my next covers. Okay, let's get this done so we can get off this live here. But I'm doing pretty good. I'm really doing it, you guys. I really feel like it's happening, so that's great. Okay. I only need to get started on Christmas in January, and you know what? I got this. I love the white poinsettia fabric too. Isn't it beautiful? I love it. I got that at Joann's. Hooked it up with the 50% discount on the fabric after Christmas. So if you can, go to Joann's and get you some discounted fabrics. The length I said was 12 3/4, so now I can cut it to that size. Yeah, this is it. This is it. It looks great. It looks right. Okay. If I make a mistake, I can just make another inside cover. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. And then let me get a straight edge here. Second. Hang on, my covers are kind of getting in my way now. Okay, let me get a straight edge this way, this lengthwise. Make sure this is straight right here. This straight edge that I do have should be straight, right? Okay. Okay. Okay, so now the height on this should be, what did I say, 8 and, what did I say? This should be 8 1/4, I believe. 8 1/4? Yeah, 8 1/4. And that's why I cut all my pages down to be 8 by 10. And then they fit perfectly. Because the cover is 8 1/4. Okay, make sure we're straight here. Yes, we are straight. And then 8 1/4. Now, if you don't have one of these rulers, what you could use is the plates for a Sizzix. If you have a Sizzix and you have the long plates, you can use that in exchange for this. You might have a little bit more trouble setting it straight, you know, keeping the fabric down, which is why I switched to this. But for the longest time, I just used my Sizzix cutting plates for this. Okay, so now this should fit perfectly in here with just a sliver showing all the way around. As you can see right here, that's what you want. Okay, so that cover's done. Let me do the last cover, and then I need to sew all the way around the edge. And then tomorrow we'll be ready for the signature. So yay. Yay, 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 yay. It is quite a process, and I never like to make one journal. I don't know why. I always got to make 3 or more. So that's just what I like to do. I make 3 or more junk journals literally at a time. It's just what I like to do. That's how I like to spend my time. Okay, gotta make, these do have to be perfectly straight though, so this is important for these to be straight, the inside cover, which is probably why I wait till like almost the end to do it, because the inside cover really, really does need to be straight. So I think there's this tiny little sliver right here, this little hump. And it's like my cutting, my rotary cutter keeps going off to the side or something. Okay, I think that there's this like little chunk here. It's so weird. It's literally the smallest little sliver. I cannot get straight. It's only going to bother me, but give me a moment. Okay, that's as good as it's going to get. Okay, so 8, 8 1/4 tall is what I said it was going to be. 8 1/4, okay. And here's 8 1/4. Okay. There we go. And then, what did I say? 13 and what? 13. I think I said 13 3/4. But I will check right now before I cut it. I just got to get a straight edge here. Straight edge, straight edge. Okay, making sure that's on a straight edge, and then get this here evened out. Okay, and I believe I did say 13 3/4. No, 12 3/4. Is it 12 3/4? Yeah, okay, it's 12 3/4. Okay, 12 3/4. If you want to know specifically, you can make these journal covers any size, and using this same technique. I just really like this size specifically because I kind of already got everything figured out, which is why I love it. What's 12 3/4? Okay. There we go. And I've done this technique in small too with my mini journal, so it does work for all of them. Okay, so here's my 3 inside covers that are going to go on the inside of these covers. So the last step that I need to do is I need to sew just a zigzag stitch all the way around all of these. They'll all be pretty quick. Let me put this stuff off to the side so it's not in my way. Okay, and then I got my sewing machine here. And again, this is a kind of a boring part, but I do like how this looks. Sorry if my camera's all, I can't get the angle right. Hang on. My goodness. Anyways, it was a pretty uneventful part, but just going to a zigzag stitch, and I'm literally just going to sew all the way around. Almost like a serger stitch, just so this doesn't fray on me. Even though the HeatnBond should be enough to stop the fraying, but I really like to do this part anyways. I do each side. Can't really tell with the red thread on this, but I still like it. Come on now. Come on, why is the little edge getting caught? It's kind of annoying me now. Okay. So if you can see here, you can see it more on this other side. I just sewed a little zigzag all the way around the edges. All the edges. So that's what I'm going to do for the rest of them. And that is pretty much it for part one of this video, of this process, I should say. And tomorrow we'll be back to work on the signatures. And then we'll need to sew the signatures into this cover, and then we'll need to glue this with the signatures into the cover. So that's what we're going to be doing. I'll probably go live tomorrow in the afternoon to work on the signatures, to cut all the pages down, pick the pages, etc., etc. I will definitely do that tomorrow. I'll probably go live during the day with that. I'm not sure. Don't quote me, but I think I will. So if you see me live during the day, you'll know what's up. We're working on Christmas stuff this week. Oh, it looks so cute with this cover. When you can actually see it, it looks really cute. And I always do like to mention I did adapt this technique originally from Zoe Tofield. So if you want to check out the originator of this technique, it is Zoe Tofield. I did adapt and change certain things for my own process, for my own journals, for my own liking. But the original idea is by Zoe Tofield. So I always like to give her credit. I always like to give her credit when her credit is due, because I did not come up with this. I did adapt it. I did change some things, but she is the originator of this technique. Okay, and the last one before we are done today. But doesn't that look precious on this fabric here, where you can actually see the stitches? It looks so cute. It looks so neat. It looks professional, if I say so myself. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Who am I kidding? I'm not professional. So if you got the HeatnBond Ultra Hold, you would not be able to get nice stitches here. It might miss some stitches. It might mess up some places. I just noticed that the camera's literally in front of my face. So if you get the HeatnBond Ultra Hold and you can't do this perfect stitching here, It's because you got the HeatnBond Ultra Hold. Ask me how I know. Been there, done that. Of course, this part where I sew on here is totally extra and you don't need to do it at all. You know what? I've also seen somebody sew through this right here, like sew through this chipboard. I was so scared. I don't want to do that. Sounds scary. I might have to use like a G needle for that maybe. It's 3 a.m. Beverly. Uh-oh. I'm almost done, girl. I'm almost done. There's one piece of fuzz on here. I'm practically done. Oh, I still got 2 more rows of stitches, but I'm practically done here. I know I'm late to the party. Hey, Linda. Nice to see your name, though. You did catch this at the very end, but I'm still happy to see your name, girl. Okay, so that is it. Now, these inside covers, this is what we'll sew our signature into. And then this will get glued into the inside cover here. So that is going to be the next steps that we need to do. So thank you guys so much for, thank you all so much for joining me today on this live where we got these 3 junk journal covers done as well as the inside cover. Join me tomorrow. I am going to try and go live during the afternoon. We will get the signatures together. I mean, at the point where we have the signatures together, it's just so easy to glue them in. So I don't know. We'll see. We might have to do a long live during the afternoon. I don't know. We'll see what I come up with. But I'm gonna try and go live tomorrow afternoon if you guys want to join me. I almost said join me. If you guys want to join me. Anyways, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me tonight, and I'll see y'all. Of course, I will go live tomorrow night, even if this is already done. I'll figure I need to do other Christmas stuff. So join me tomorrow night at 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, which is 12 a.m. Central Standard Time and 1 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I don't know what time I'll go live during the afternoon, but it'll be sometime in the afternoon if you want to join me. You can always, of course, come and check out the replay. So thank you guys so much for coming and chatting with me. I really appreciate y'all chatting it up with me. It really helps the time go by faster. So thank you guys so much for being here tonight, and I will see y'all during the day, okay? Bye.